So I was able to get 1,000 matches in 7 days, but it was not that easy. It was not just me going out, getting a photo shoot done, creating a profile and getting 1,000 matches. This was years after years of practice and a decade worth of knowledge of online dating. Now, what I'm going to reveal in this video is going to be a no BS guide, which means everything you need to know to create a profile that becomes the top 1% online dating profile in your city. You're going to get to know all the information. I'm going to share with you whatever I learned getting those 1,000 matches in 7 days. Now, this application was Hinge. You can do it on any application. I prefer Hinge because the quality of matches over there is the best. Now, whatever I'm going to be teaching you is going to help you get more matches on Tinder, Bumble and Hinge. Any dating application that you're using, if you get all this information dialed down, you're going to create the top 1% online dating profile in your city, which means that you're going to get a lot of matches, a lot of dates, and this is going to at least 10x your dates instantly. So whatever I'm going to share, guys, please take notes of all of that. Now, if you want to get more matches on Tinder, Bumble and Hinge, any online dating application, as a matter of fact, you need to follow all of this. The first thing is the profile assets include your pictures, your bio, your details, your verification, interest prompts, and all of these things are assets. But pictures hold 70% of the value because no shit, it's online dating. The girl is going to see your pictures. She is going to judge you by the quality of those pictures, by what you're doing in that picture, what attributes you're presenting. We're going to get to that. But the next thing is the bio. Now, the bio is a small write-up that you have, and most men don't use it wisely at all. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use the bio to improve the quality of matches. And the third thing is the details, which is, your age, height, whether you smoke, whether you drink, what relationship you're looking for, the verification, the interest, and the prompts. Now, people think that they hold a lot of value, but it's generally like 10%. Now, when it comes to online dating, most guys, they tend to focus on one element of these three. They focus on it too much, and it makes the profile look either overdone, or some of the guys, they don't even focus on anything. If you're focusing on just the pictures too much, then the profile is going to look overdone. If you're not focusing on anything, then the profile is not going to look good and you're not going to get any matches. If you're in the range of getting 0 to 10 matches a month, it means that you've not optimized anything. If you're getting like 15 to 30 matches a month, that means you've optimized either one element. If you're getting like 30 to 100 matches, that means you've put a deep thought in all of these things. Now, you have to use these assets the right way, and I'm going to talk exactly how to do that. For you guys, I also have a special surprise. I'm going to do a masterclass this week where I'm going to break down the top profiles that we have created in the past, what kind of thinking process goes behind those profiles, and not only that, I'm going to show you exactly how to text those matches. Once you get a lot of matches, whether you're following this or whether you're following the masterclass, I'm also going to give you my texting scripts in this masterclass. All you need to do is click the pinned comment, sign up before slots run out, because slots are going to be extremely limited. Now, that being said, your profile should tell a story about you and your lifestyle. Now, most guys, when they're doing online dating or when they're clicking the pictures, they don't put a deep thought on what their lifestyle is like, what kind of relationship they're looking for, and how to present that lifestyle in an actually interesting way. Now, when I joined Tinder for the first time, my experience was quite horrible. I got like 2 to 3 matches in a month's time. But over the years, I practiced, I learned, I researched, and this is what I came down to. Now, this profile is the profile that got me 1,000 matches in 7 days, and the reason is the profile tells the girl who she's talking to very clearly. The profile shows the girl that what I do in my life. The profile also shows dominance, authority, which we're going to come down to. But this profile tells the girl a story about my lifestyle. It's not a picture, it's not just some random pictures put together. But if the girl sees the pictures, the first picture is supposed to tell her exactly who she's talking to. The second picture is supposed to raise the curiosity, so she swipes to the third picture. Now, once the girl has actually swiped to the third picture, you have a 90% probability of getting that match. Now, one thing I want to tell you is creating the top 1% online dating profile is the highest ROI you can get in dating. It's the highest return on investment no matter what you do. People can say online dating sucks. People can say they're fake bots, they're scams. No matter what you do, once you put in an effort in this once, you're going to get a result for the next 1 year. So that effort that you're putting is much better than cold approach. It's much better than Instagram. It's much better than anything, because you only have to get the photo shoot done once and you can get matches for the whole year. So if you think about dating, if you think about cold approach, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a working professional with a busy lifestyle, I think this is the way to go. If you don't have any time, I would still suggest doing cold approach, because cold approach is like a unique power that you have. You can approach anyone, you can talk to anyone. No matter who the girl is, if you're attracted to her, you can go there and attract her. It builds confidence. But if you don't have time, on your hands, you're an entrepreneur, you want to focus on your business, then just create the top 1% online dating profile once, and I assure you, the results are going to be beautiful. Now, what do you need to create the top 1% online dating profile? The first thing is the pictures. Now, pictures should demonstrate attributes. Now, this is where a deep thinking comes to play. Now, if you have a picture, you're sitting on the sofa, or if you have a gym selfie, it's not going to show certain attributes. Now, what you want to do is you want to think about what kind of attributes you want to present. Now, I've seen some attributes are better than the others. I created 4 online dating profiles based on different stories. One was a cute guy's profile, one was a sexual profile, one was a high value guy profile, one was a romantic profile. Each profile that I created presented different attributes. So I've come down to this theory where these attributes are the best: masculinity, authority, kindness, humility. Now, I would present attributes based on the kind of relationship I'm looking for. If I'm looking for something casual, I'm going to go towards more masculinity and authority. If I'm looking for something more serious, I'm going to go for kindness and humility. Now, I'm going to give you an example on how you can present these through pictures. So let's say if I want to put a dog picture, and if I'm looking for something more casual, I want to show dominance and authority and masculinity rather than kindness and humility in that. So what I want to do is I want to have like a big dog, and I want to hold it like this, wearing some masculine t-shirt or something that is, shows my physique. That is going to show masculinity and authority. If you don't have a physique, don't worry. Maybe you're controlling a big dog, or you have a big dog on the leash. And if I want to present kindness and humility, maybe I'll take a puppy dog, maybe I'll take a small dog, maybe I'm playing with it, loving it or something, and that's going to represent different attributes. So the same picture idea can represent different attributes. All you need to do is put a thought into it. And paying attention to all these little details is what separates an amateur from a pro. Not only in online dating, but in life itself. If you're focusing on all these little details, you're going to get good results because you're planning way ahead. Now, do not worry, because I have a free gift for you towards the end. So stick till the end. I'm going to give you that gift, which is going to make sure that your online dating experience is always a wonderful one. Now, coming to the bio. Bio should complement the pictures, screen out the matches, and make the girl visualize time with you. The reason why you want to make the girl visualize time with you is because the more she thinks about you, the more she's going to obsess over you, the more you are in her thoughts, the better it is for you, the better it is for your responses, the better it is to set a date. So that's what you want to do with the bio. Now, how do generally people use their bios? They use their bios like anything, like 6'4", traveling, food enthusiast, coffee aficionado, and all of that should be represented by your pictures. You should have a picture in France, Rome, Italy, wherever, right? But you should not just try to boast about yourself through the bio. The bio should only complement your pictures, because the girl, when she reads a bio where you're qualifying yourself, where you're telling her, this is why I'm the best option, she's going to feel that this guy is over-compromising for the lack of his masculinity by telling me that he's a world traveler, by telling me that he's a globetrotter. All of that is highly unattractive. So make sure that the bio is just there to complement the profile. So I want to break down a bio, and this bio was for one of my clients who was 35 year plus, and this guy was getting matches, and this bio really performed well for him. It is a very simple bio. So single, unmarried, communications professional with a penchant for words, humor, hygiene, good style and romance. I appreciate good conversation, confidence, kindness, courtesy and humility. I detest pride, discomfort, anger in texting. Looking for a meaningful connect. Let's take a leap of faith and talk. Life is living now with the hope of a better tomorrow. Ping me. Now, the reason why this bio works so wonderfully is because this guy was looking for a serious relationship. So it shows what he's looking for, and he's not looking for women who are always texting or, who are angry, and he's kind of screening out the girls that he's not looking for. So a woman who reads this, she's going to feel that, okay, this guy has some standards. He does not want to go with each and every girl. He has some standards that he has set for his life, and this is the kind of woman he's looking for. Now, this bio really worked good for him, and not only him, we have made it work for a lot of people. You just need to change the initial bit, and you can use this bio as well, see how it works for you. But this is more for the people who are looking for a serious relationship. For the next part, which holds 10% of the importance, but it's still very important, is details should not look overfilled, and it should make the profile more relatable. Now, what do I mean by details? Now, by details, I mean verification. Now, is verification important? It's good if you have verification. The profile that got me 1,000 matches did not have verification, guys. Yeah, it did not have verification. Now, next thing is the interest. Now, when it comes to interest, what most men do is they would be like, I like cricket, so let me put cricket. I like death metal music, so let me put death metal. But that's not how it works. If you want to put interest that make your profile relatable to the girl's profile. So if most women are into beaches, mountains, traveling, country escapes, nutrition, use all those interests rather than what actually interests you, because what you want to do is you want to make the profile more relatable to the girl that you're talking to. Now, for the prompts, you don't have to overthink about this. Just make a one-liner prompt. It should be funny and witty rather than extremely serious. The woman shouldn't feel that you're taking all of this online dating very seriously, because that's going to subconsciously communicate that you are a guy who does not have a life apart from all of this dating apps. So make sure that you're using the prompt in the right way. You're not overdoing it. Make sure that you're only using one prompt, because when you use too many, the profile looks overfilled and the girl feels that this guy does not have a life. Now, moving forward to other details, which are like your political beliefs, your religious beliefs. Now, I would stay away from all of that, like even smoking, drinking, because I want to make the profile extremely relatable. For example, if I put smoking, and if I'm a smoker, maybe the girl is not a smoker and she'd be like, oh, I don't want a guy who's smoking, and then she will not match with you. If I'm a drinker, the girl can feel the same. If I'm a leftist, the girl can feel the same. If I'm a rightist, the girl can feel the same. If I'm a leftist, the girl can feel the same. If I'm a rightist, the girl can feel the same. If I tell her that I'm a Hindu, maybe she can feel the same. If I tell her I'm a Muslim, maybe it can go wrong. So I'd rather say something spiritual. I mean, that works. But make sure that you're not overfilling the details. And I've seen this over and over again. Guys who are 5'9", they're putting their height. I'm technically 5'9". I would never put my height on a dating application. I would not put my weight on a dating application. Also, just make sure that what you're feeling is the kind of relationship you're looking for. If your height is above 6, you can put your height, it's a USP. And if your height is below 6, do not put your height. If you're active in the gym, put that. Stay away from religion, stay away from politics, stay away from, your work. If you're not at a good post, or if you're working at a very small post, I would say stay away from, posting that job title and your educational background if you were not in a good college. But all of that being said, the details should not be overfilled. Now, following all of this, you can get 10x more dates by putting effort just once. Just once you need to put effort in your online dating profiles. And I've seen this with my clients over and over again. They're so happy when they get their online dating profiles done. Most of them think that it's going to be a scam, it's not going to work. But once they get it done, they are mind blown. They're mind blown with the results that they're getting, because creating a top 1% online dating profile is actually quite simple. It's quite simple because you just have to put in the effort once. It's not like cold approach where you're constantly going against anxiety. You put in the effort once and then you get the results for the whole year. And the best thing is, you can land dates at your own convenience, which basically means if you're an extremely busy guy, I'm sure you take shit in the morning, right? You're taking a dump, you open your online dating application, you're texting the girls then and there. You don't need to separate any time to text the girls. You can also make texting automations to make your life simpler, and all of that is going to be taught to you in this masterclass. So click the pinned comment below, sign up for that masterclass before the slots run out. So let's talk about how to create the top 1% online dating profile. Now I'm going to give you the action steps, and make sure that you follow these action steps exactly in order. You don't try to do step number 3 or step number 2 before step number 1, because that's going to mess up the whole process. You follow this as it is. Now, step 1 is you plan the profile. Now, what do I mean by planning the profile? You sit down with yourself, you take 15 minutes, you write down what kind of a relationship are you looking for? What is the age group of the girls that you're targeting? What attributes do these girls actually find attractive? Now, if a girl is 20, 21, she's going to find fun, social proof a lot attractive. If a girl is 26, 27, she's going to find stability, authority, and dominance more attractive. So make sure you plan the profile. You plan what kind of story you want to present with the profile, because that is going to help you finalize the pictures that you want. And to finalize the pictures, all you need to do is go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, any social media application, and find out people that maybe lifestyle bloggers, fashion bloggers, or maybe actors and celebs, and you can try to copy those images. But what I want you to actually look at is the clothing and the background, like what kind of a color contrast is there from the clothing and the background, because once you actually get that dialed in, you're going to have beautiful pictures clicked. Now, the next thing is upgrade your wardrobe. So the pictures that you have collected from Pinterest, the pictures that you have collected from Instagram, you need to actually look at them and you need to upgrade your wardrobe according to that. Now, I would recommend figuring out your own style. My style is more towards the professional guy. Sometimes it's more towards, wearing suits, wearing shirts, but not everyone's style is like that. If you're a guy who wants to upgrade his style, focus on what kind of style you want. And a lot of it depends on your work. A lot of it depends on what you do and how you carry yourself every day, where do you have to go every day, what kind of locations you have to visit, what kind of people you have to meet, and what do you want to present. Now, I want to present more authority with whatever I'm wearing. So generally, I'm wearing all of that when I'm going out or when I'm meeting people or even when I'm going to work. Now, upgrade your wardrobe, upgrade your style. Once you've done that, then you got to scout the right locations. Now, most guys, what they do when it comes to doing a photo shoot for online dating profile, and if you've done a photo shoot for online dating profile, probably this is where you messed up. You've not scouted the right locations. You just go there unaware and you're like, okay, I have these t-shirts, I have these shirts, maybe I can just get a picture clicked anywhere. Now, the locations that you want to scout, make sure that they're lavish locations, all right? If they're lavish locations and if they're well lit, the light is good, they're going to be good locations. Girls are going to match with you. Now, what we do during our shoots is we select hotels, we book a room in a hotel so that we have that area where we can do a photo shoot. Now, I'm understanding that you might not have enough budget. Now, what you can do is you can go to a cafe, buy a coffee. You can do a slight photo shoot over there if they allow that. We're going to scout multiple locations before you can actually boil down to one location. And a quick hack that I can give you is if you're doing it in a cafe, if you're doing it in a restaurant, then you might want to select Tuesday or Thursday as a day you want to go there, because at that point of time, the crowd is quite minimal. They might allow you to do photography at 11 a.m. Now, once you've scouted the right locations, write those down, and then you come to finding the right photographer. Now, we have done this for years and years, and I've personally worked with over 500 photographers till now. And to find the right photographer for online dating is a big, big headache. But with applications like Instagram, it makes it a little bit easier. But what you need to look out for is a guy who has a body above 1 lakh. Now, I'll tell you the logical reason behind it. And a guy who has a 50mm lens. Now, we have worked with a lot of people. We do photo shoots in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, US, Singapore, Dubai, everywhere you can imagine. I've done a photo shoot over there, and if you want help, my personal help with your online dating profile, you can also schedule a call. But the thing is that I've realized that if a person does not have a good camera, if he's a guy who's renting out a camera to do a photo shoot, he's not going to be good at photography because he's not doing photography in his everyday life. So I want a guy who's good at the camera, plus I want a guy who does portrait photography. So that's why the 50mm lens comes in handy, because if there's a guy who has a good idea about shooting scenic scenes, he has a good idea about shooting landscape photography, that doesn't mean he can create a good online dating profile. He might have good photography skills, but for an online dating profile, you want to have a lot more candid pictures. You want to be completely candid. It should not look like that you went out and you did a whole photo shoot for one day. It should look like photos out of your lifestyle. So it's very important the guy has multiple lenses, not just a 50mm lens. If he has a 50mm lens, he's going to have a body lens as well. So that's very important, because you might want to click some pictures from a 50mm lens, some pictures from a body lens, kit lens which is called, and some pictures from the phone as well. So you want to mix and match these pictures so it does not seem like you have done a photo shoot for your online dating application. The next thing you got to do is you got to negotiate the price. Good photographers can range up to 25 to 30,000 as well. And a basic photographer can start from anywhere between 6 to 8,000 as well. So you can check it out for your own self. Depending on your budget, you can select and finalize the guy. Now, the last thing you need to do before you finalize the photo shoot is hire a grooming stylist 2 days before the photo shoot. Now, I had this guy who hired a grooming specialist like 3 weeks before the photo shoot, and he went to the Tonian guy. He got his haircut done, and this guy's like, "Hey man, I think I need another haircut." Of course you do need another haircut, because you want to look your best self. So what you want to do is you want to go to a Tonian guy, or you want to go to a look salon, and you want to tell them that I want a creative stylist. So a creative stylist is a guy who's one of the top hairstylists in that particular shop or that particular store. So you can hire a creative stylist or a good level stylist, and you can tell him that, hey, I need to upgrade my facial hair, I need to upgrade my my hairstyle, my grooming, my beard. So you need to tell me something that you can do to me, and based on my facial structure. Also, before you actually do that, show me some pictures, because I have a matrimonial profile photo shoot in 2 days. Now, the reason why you need to tell them that you have a matrimonial profile photo shoot is most of them are not going to understand online dating. And, if they know that you have a photo shoot, then they're going to work on you in a way where your hair is not that short, so that, the styling is proper. And you need to do that for a photo shoot. Now, this is not very expensive. This is going to cost you around 1,500 or maybe 2,000. But remember, it's all about how you talk to the person and what kind of references he gives you and what kind of references you select. So once you have done this, once you have gotten a hairstyle, once you look actually good, next thing is you go and execute the photo shoot. Now, some expert tips I want to give you before you do and execute your photo shoot, because these things are going to help you in the photo shoot. First thing is get picture examples. Very basic thing. You need to have picture examples in handy. Create a document out of it, create a PDF, whatever is going to help you. Get that in your hand so that when you're out during the shoot, you don't have to rely on the photographer. You know exactly what needs to be done. Next thing is practice the posing and expressions. Now, this is one thing I realized working with a lot of clients all over the world is people are not good in posing, especially men. We suck at posing, all right, most of us. And we don't have a lot of expressions. So practice expressions in front of a mirror. Practice your posing, whatever poses you have selected. And always select 3 to 4 poses for one particular picture because you don't know which pose you're going to nail at that point in time. Then do skincare. Now most men, all they do is like put a moisturizer, and that's completely alright if you want to be basic, if you want to be mediocre. But if you actually want to do good skincare, all you need to do is have a morning routine, have a night routine. Now personally, it's a story for another video. Now I'm going to give you a brief overview of my skincare. Now most guys, when it comes to skincare, they're just using a moisturizer and that's all. But you need to use a moisturizer with a sunscreen so that your skin is protected against the UV and whatever. But that's generally the skincare I use in the morning. At night, I'm going to use a vitamin C serum, which helps me in not having baggy eyes even if I'm working late. Apart from that, I'm also using something called Reti Bright or Reti Prime. Now this is night skincare routine, which actually helps you rejuvenate your skin during the night when you're sleeping. So, if you want to do expert skincare, I'm going to create a video on that. Comment below, let me know if you want a video on just skincare. But for now, do skincare. And if you don't have the time to do skincare, because generally this is a long-term process, I would recommend getting an ice pack and using the ice pack for at least 3 to 4 days before the photo shoot. That's going to tighten your skin. Next thing is you got to pack your clothes neatly. Now, I've done photo shoots with many clients, and one of the reasons that the photo shoot does not work sometimes is because they have not packed their clothes neatly. And it's kind of annoying because there's a lot of planning that needs to be done, and just because of that, if the photo shoot doesn't work, we have to do a reshoot, and it's not a very happy feeling. So make sure that you pack your clothes neatly. What do I mean by neatly? I mean there should not be a lot of creases on the clothes. Iron them and hang them in a car. Rather than packing them in a suitcase, hang them in a car. Generally, I suggest all my clients to take like a cab for the whole 4 to 5 hours so that they can change in the cab itself. Or if you have a personal vehicle, that's great. But do not pack your clothes roughly. And the last thing is check weather forecast. You need to check weather forecast because right now it's raining and we've had like so many shoots getting cancelled because of the weather forecast. If you're a guy who wants to have the top 1% online dating profile, then you need to be a professional rather than amateur, and you need to think about all of these things because all of these things are going to make sure that you get the top 1% online dating profile. So for all you guys watching, I have the free gift which I promised, and the free gift is an exclusive invite to this masterclass where I'm going to break down the last 5 years of lessons that I've learned from online dating by creating multiple profiles. And not only that, I'm going to show you exactly what profiles work the best in the past 5 years of history of the bro thing, working with clients. And I'm also going to break down my own profile in depth, how I came across that profile, how I created that profile. And if you're a guy who's probably not getting enough matches, or if you're a guy who wants more matches, more dates, you want to learn the right way of texting women, you want to set dates in 3 to 5 texts, and you don't want to use inefficient dating strategies, which is wasting your time. You want to set automations for online dating. All of that is going to be revealed in this particular masterclass, and how you can join this masterclass is all you need to do is click the pinned comment below. It's going to be a completely fresh masterclass which is going to blow your mind because the results you're going to get in your online dating journey after this is going to be beyond your wildest imagination. So do not even take my word for it. I want you to check out what happened with the clients who joined the last masterclass, and all of this is for completely free.
For now, it's like 150 matches, 200 matches per month, and I'm so damn happy with that.
I was having dates after dates after dates. इतना ज़्यादा परेशान हो गया कि I just I've stopped now. These girls are very needy. जब text करती रहती है ना, if I don't reply then they're upset. पहली वाली के साथ date पे हो तो तीसरी वाली message करती है and they're like, what kind of a कि तू phone नहीं उठाता लोगों का.
I got my profile working. I started testing my profile on my city, and it gave me very amazing results. On 2 days, it's like I got 30 to 45 matches, and all matches are amazing.